everybody. Welcome to Laughter Talks. I'm Marguerite Fair, your host, and today's show is very special. Now, as some of you may know from my posts, I am a writer, director, and producer, and I've done this Laughter Talk show now for 5 years, and by the end of this year, we'll have completed 332 shows, so it's going strong. And I'd like to thank everyone who watches the show. I've gotten some positive feedback. You enjoy my guests. And so today I'm your guest. So I'm kind of interviewing myself. But I do want to talk about my newest projects. Now, as you know, I have done recently, last year, I've completed my first feature film, which is called The Racists. And that's had many wonderful stories in it. And this is the video. It is now available on DVD. And if anyone is interested, you can go to theracist.biz and order a copy of the DVD. The reason I do like to promote this is because I am a producer, and all funds that I gather from the selling of DVDs goes for my next project, which, as we're speaking, let's segue into that. It is called Goddess Intervention, and it's a comedy. Now, a little bit what I'd like to talk about is the story of Goddess Intervention and how it came to be. It's a story that I wrote as a play a few years ago, and it's about 5 obsessive goddesses and a gentleman named Phil Marano. And it is just extremely fun. This play was a one-day fundraiser that was put up in Spirit Works Center for Spiritual Living, and I believe it was about 2014. And things have changed substantially in the industry with this COVID-19 situation that we've had. So I realized that to do this as a motion picture, a feature, might be a fantastic idea. And so I rewrote Goddess Intervention to be a feature film. And the way I changed it originally in the play, the story takes place in the living room of Goddess Luella, who is the head goddess. But as I've rewritten it, what happens is the goddess meeting takes place on a Zoom call. And so it is just, in fact, let me stop right here. What I'd like to do is introduce you to the actors that are going to be reading for the Goddess Intervention. It's an online Zoom reading. So here's a little clip of us doing some rehearsals and introducing you to the actors. Let's sit back and watch.
Water, regular water. I'll be drinking mineral bubbly
That's okay.
water.
Whatever you want to drink is fine.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's fine.
Yeah, and the other question was, so we're not going to have a candy box or flowers?
Well, the reason that, see, the 3 of you are supposed to have identical candy boxes and identical flour. 10, the 3 of you are going to pretend that you're eating candy and smelling a flower, because as long as you're doing the same thing, you're giving the impression, like right now with me, okay, let's say I'm listening to the directions and I go like this.
Point agenda with all caps for the title, which reads, Goddess Meeting Agenda. Beneath is written in bigger print by head goddess Luella Gordon. Luella lights a red candle with a match and blows out the match. Luella sits, looks over the agenda, and checks emails. Cut to living room. Sky Williams is petite, attractive with red hair, wears a caftan and lots of jewelry. She frantically searches.
Got
it right?
You've got, that's it. Yeah, the shoulders, all these gestures. And again, you'll be in the middle frame. I know your camera went back down because you had a switch. So you'll be in the middle, so they'll actually see those movements.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, what's bringing in a more creative energy and where we can play with it. And so, yeah, I like that. See, that's really good. So because you're just, you are so, that you're ready to get, you can't stand Luella anyway, because she's like this idiot. I mean, you saw the notes, right? I sent the notes. Did you get those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that little bit of bio is there because you just feel superior to all of them. You
Right.
just
It's
look
the only
like this.
character that I would imagine myself doing. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's like that's why
Okay.
you're bizarre. So then you haven't read the script?
Yeah.
Okay, just so you know, Phil is
Yeah.
actually her husband. Okay, that's why when you use the word Bill, make sure that's very emphasized because his name is Phil, but you heard. Okay,
Got me?
yeah. Let me see if I can explain it.
Okay.
This is a reading. This is something new. I'm calling it a Zoom. Maybe a Zoom interactive reading would be better than calling it a staged reading.
Okay.
Because now, in view of what you said, because that's the beginning of a scene, the scene reader has described you, you can walk in with the pot and sit down.
Okay.
But you don't ever have to leave your room. You're not going to leave the room.
Okay.
Anything you do for this reading, it's going to be done basically in front of the Zoom.
Okay. Great.
So I'm going to label that like an interactive because I don't want anyone getting confused. And
All
you're
right.
just explaining to me, because I guess people are going to be doing this differently. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be interactive. So, but I thank you for your feedback.
No, that's great.
because-
I just want to make sure that I've got it in my head because it helps me
Yes.
figure out how I have to communicate with everyone else.
So what I'd like to do now, Luella,
So
You know-
it says Luella removes her mask and fiddles with her makeup. So,
Okay,
so would
now,
she be wearing a mask?
smoldering. You know what? When you're not going to do that,
Okay.
because I have Rhoda, who is Shabeth.
Mm.
When Rhoda pops onto the screen, she's going to be wearing a black mask. So in this case, they can just hear that. You might go like this, so we know you took the mask off. You know, as you're sitting down, just like, you know, or like this, like you took the mask off because you don't like the mask.
Right.
That's what you can do with that.
Okay.
But she's actually going, because we don't see her till halfway through. So she's going to come in with the mask, because when she pops in with the mask, it's funny. And then she's going to take it right off. Grateful. And this cast is amazing. I happen to know these people beforehand, and I selected them based on their skills. And I was so happy that they were all available to do this, because all these actors are my first choice. These are the people I wanted to do this. Now, we have had several one-on-one rehearsals, and we've had a full rehearsal. And next week, we're going to get together and tape this as a full performance. And what I'd like to say, first of all, is this is being shared with everyone. You will be able to see this on my Facebook page. And my Facebook page is Marguerite Fair, Facebook Marguerite Fair. And I will have the link directly in front of me so that you can copy that down, because there's going to be a special watch party for this. The date to mark on your calendar is Sunday, August 30th at 2 p.m. Now, this will be also put up onto YouTube, onto my Laughter Talks page. And I'm letting you know that now because I would love if everyone would come and join this watch party and watch it together online on Sunday, August 30th at 2 p.m. You go on my page, tap right in and watch it with the rest of us. But if you don't have that time available, or if you prefer to watch it at another time, you can watch it via links it'll be linked to YouTube. So you don't have to worry about missing it. And if you go to my Laughter Talks YouTube station and subscribe, you'll have access to all the videos. And that's where this one will be placed so that all the Laughter Talks fans can get to see it. And if you have any questions at any time about what's going on with Laughter Talks, or if you have something exciting that you would like to say or promote or talk about, you can always reach me on the contact page of laughtertalks.com. And you can also send me a direct email. I'm very accessible. And my email address is writermarguerite@gmail.com. And I know this is all being put right in front of me so that you can take time to write it down. So goddess intervention, it's just tremendous what I'm seeing in rehearsals. These are actors with perfect timing. They take the time to do their craft and learn the roles. They take directions very well. I always like to define my characters completely in the writing and then just give some notes to the actors about things that they can be doing. And I find that that's where it ends. And then I hand it over to the actors. And I can promise you this, that you will be, this is not just a typical reading. And this is even, I believe in doing projects, I call them hybrid independent experimental projects, because I like to do things a little more lively. And I enjoy doing things that are entertaining. So I don't do things in the traditional manner of speaking. And any of you that have seen my movie, The Racists, probably understand that already. So what I'm just very pleased. And as the director, when I sat and reviewed this, I can say that I become an audience member and you will be completely captivated. It's a combination of a movie, a play reading, a staged reading, and a radio play. I mean, you will be visually stimulated. You will be hearing some great dialogue executed perfectly. And you will be seeing actors that really, it's hard to believe it's not really happening because they get into it. This runs about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half. So if you want to enjoy this reading, it's free of charge. And I would love your feedback when you watch it. So again, the date to join us to get in on the watch party will be on Sunday, August 30th at 2 p.m. And all the actors will be having all this information go out on their social media. And I imagine they will be having some watch parties on their own sites if they have time. But remember, you can always link this to go to the Laughter Talks YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll find us right there. Laughter Talks YouTube channel. It's very easy. So that is a really amazing project to see. And I do hope that all of you join in. So I want to thank you all for taking this time to sit with me. And I hope you enjoyed the clips I showed you. And as we exit this, I'd like to just run a few more pictures of the actors and a few more rehearsal pictures so you can see it. So remember to subscribe. That's very important. That's how we keep things going. Our premier online Zoom reading of Goddess Intervention on Sunday, August 30th at 2 p.m. Bye, everybody.